and welcome back to another one of Rusty Reactions. I'm Rusty, coming at you with another reaction. Now, there has been a lot of hype about He-Man Revelations and Kevin Smith's destruction of the Masters of the Universe and I must admit, I watched 2 episodes and I was like, wow, this is great. And then after the second episode, I was like, I'm done. So that was my experience with it. I tried to watch episode 3, but when Teela was slashing those vines, talking about how stupid men were and how, I don't know exactly what she was saying, words to those effect, while slashing vines like dangling, like she was slashing dangling penises. I was done. I started feeling pains in more places than my brain at that stage. I switched it off and I'm quite happy not to watch another episode of Kevin Smith's He-Man. But there is a little bit of... There's a lot of noise about the show, and he's come out and he done an interview and spoke about Netflix not caring. We'll get to that a bit later. But I wanna highlight this fact here. Now, I'm just randomly chose Kevin Smith in the Twitter sphere, and I found the video that I wanted to find. It was this one, and it's Kevin Smith spruiking about how he killed Adam. Just the enthusiasm on his face when he's doing this. To allow people in this way create shows within that space or within that IP, within that universe, is mind-blowing for me. Like, if I had a property that I want to put out there and I wanted to, drag people in, and give them some sort of excitement with it, killing off the main character probably is something that I wouldn't do. So I want to just play this.
Can you believe that we killed Adam twice, man? Bam! Twice! Not just once where you're like, that was crazy courageous to do it in episode 1. We did it in episode 5 as well! Nuts!
Can you believe that? Look how excited he is to kill off the main character. If this doesn't remind you of Rian Johnson putting Luke Skywalker on a remote island sucking on alien fish titty milk and wanting to die because he's done with the Jedi. Oh, it just numbs. And look at this Sheila here. Look how happy she is. And again...
Can you believe that we killed Adam twice, man? Bam!
Look at her. Look how happy she is. Do you think she's a Masters of the Universe fan? This is the problem with entertainment, is that you get these people, what do they call them? Shills. That sit there and just supposed to smile and laugh. Like, if they had any balls at all, like this guy here looks like he's sort of got some balls. He sort of wants to say something. She's just laughing. It's like, as soon as he says this, if I was one of these people, I'd be saying, Kevin, how do you feel about all those fans that grew up and appreciated Masters of the Universe for what it is and the lead character, He-Man? But this just shows you the mentality of him going into the thought process of making this show in the first place. It wasn't about looking after the characters and what they represent. It was about, let's just destroy everything. Let's burn it down.
Can you believe that we killed Adam twice?
Can you believe?
Bam! Twice, not just once where you're like, that was crazy courageous to do it in episode 1. We did it in episode 5 as well. Nuts. Can you believe?
That's pretty much all you need to know about the backlash. But I think also the backlash stems from the fact that he wasn't being truthful at the start. If he said at the start that it was going to be a Tila-related show and Adam's not going to have too much involvement in it, well then we wouldn't be where we are today. But them knowing that they wouldn't have sold the show. And we'll come down to his other comments here. Where was it? These comments here about Netflix.
They Streisand effect. Yeah. Absolutely. They there's an articles talking about this review bombing. I have nothing to do with the articles. I retweeted the one article and I said, said that we'd been reviewed.
Get to the point.
Put it on Front Street, and the other, we're gonna fucking be in trouble. And the folks upstairs put it on Front Street, and this is not me being a dick, man. This is just me kind of explaining how counterproductive it is to go all in against something you hate. Their reaction was like, Kevin, this is amazing for the show. And I was like, yeah, but all these people are mad. They were like, yes, it looks like about 5,000 to 10,000 people have written nasty things. And they were like, but we have 210 million subscribers. And I was like, oh, so mathematically we're safe? They're like, safe as kittens. So...
safe as kittens, man. Isn't that a slap in the face to all the subscribers? And not only the subscribers of Netflix, but all the people that have got properties within that streaming service that they are creating for. It's like nothing is safe. You can guarantee that nothing is safe within this space of streaming and the productions that are involved with it. The only question I would have with this smug Kevin and Netflix is, what's going to happen when you've created so much that people don't like through different franchises and different supporter bases of those franchises until it just grinds to a stop? Because I don't think anything on Disney's left Netflix. Paramount Plus is coming out. Everything on Paramount's going to probably shift over to their streaming service. So they're not going to really have too much to, entice new customers in. And they are right. Kevin is right when he says with Netflix that, there's about 10,000 people saying bad things. We've got 200 million subscribers. It's like he's dead right. This is just hyping up of a. This is just magnifying the look and the advertisement of He-Man, and that's what Netflix is and all these streaming services are about. It's the normies. It's bringing in the normies, and the normies and the people that don't care about these franchises just look at it as, a TV show or a movie. They because He-Man was trending at some stage, no doubt. People look at that and it starts trending on their Netflix feed, and they end up watching it. But they're not going to end their subscription because 10,000 people said something negative about the show. It's just not going to happen. How do you think big supermarket chains come into communities and build a big supermarket and then start knocking out the competition, smaller business owners, local business owners, and producers in communities, and no one cares that Joe Blow on the corner store has had to sell up and is on the bones of his ass. No one cares about that, because they can go into a bigger store and get their spatula and their, and their coffee mugs, as well as their bread and milk and cheese. They don't care. big major companies, and that's exactly where Netflix is coming from. They don't care that there's just some disgruntled fans that don't like it, because they've got, you know, millions and millions of other just normies that will just pick up on it and subconsciously look to see what's trending and watch it anyway. But they're not going to end their subscription because Kevin Smith made a He-Man show, a Masters of the Universe show without He-Man, and degrading all the all the male characters within the show as well. So they're dead right. Netflix won't lose out of this. Kevin Smith will probably lose out of it the most, and he looks like that he doesn't care. But Netflix will be looking at this going, oh, well, it's going to be the heat on Kevin Smith. It's not going to be the heat on Netflix. Not in the slightest, because Netflix has got too many normies, too many casual viewers that don't care that much about, you know, franchises and their fan base. And it's just reality. But I'll end on that. Hopefully I made sense about that. But what I'll end this video on is that all these normies and that, and all the Star Wars fans, and, you know, Star Trek fans, and Doctor Who and everything else they're coming after, Masters of the Universe, is all these normies. What you got to think about is the fact that if these companies are doing it to other franchises in this way, and is making uproar and controversy out of, you know, something which would be just basic and simple, but like looking after the fans and honouring the source material, that one day they're going to come after something that you like, that you love. And then when you're sitting there going, you know, at the top of the rafters, yelling and screaming about how they're destroying something that you love and that you like and that's something you grew up with, it's going to happen to you as well, that you'll get all the normies out there that don't care, that will keep these companies going. So that's the only thing that I would say about that, is that if you're not too fussed about what's going on, well, then one day, eventually, it's going to come around and they're going to latch on to something that you love. And I hope you're ready for it. So that's my video, guys. Hopefully I made a little bit of sense in this. Kevin Smith will probably be the big loser out of this, knowing that he will get paid by Netflix, but Netflix have used him up and would be quite happy just to toss him into the trash and move on. And they will, because they're a big company and they can do it. But unfortunately, Kevin Smith can't see the bigger picture of the fact that this focus and everything is going to be based on him. So he's bringing out a Clerks 3, isn't he? So it would be interesting to see what sort of response he gets from that, and if he lost any traction at all with his creative sort of, with his creative properties. But yeah, that's my video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, comment down below what I should react to next, and maybe that might be my next video. So until then, everyone take care. Bye.